God kväll everyone, good evening. Shadow Witter here. Just clicked into the 10 o'clock news, and yes, I rewound a little bit to catch up properly. And it got to this bit about billionaires putting their money into anti-aging. Now, as a pagan, I have to admit I fully agree with Tom Rousel here. This is despicable. I'm like, should we try to combat dementia, the causes of dementia, and other, really, really bad old age diseases and such? Yeah. Should we try to stop the aging process? No. We're getting to this. I mean, we're getting to this point where we're going to manipulate the human body like this, and we're going to make it so we can try to stop the effects of aging. No!
And now some of the richest people in the...
I don't like absolutes, but you can blatantly see this is a rich guy thing. This won't be affordable for people. Like they're saying, oh, the benefits could be great, but what's the likelihood that the people who actually need it would get it?
The world and backing a new wave of Silicon Valley companies in the hope of doing just that. But as our science and technology editor...
I like science, but this is where science goes too far. I'm sorry, it does. This is where it's gone too far.
Tom Clark has been finding out the trick to pausing the course of time may still be far away.
Good.
I-22. Combining bingo with exercise is a good workout for mind and body. A great way to manage the realities of aging for the older residents of San Rafael, California.
If I knew science could develop something where I could keep my memory and physical ability till the day I died.
But that's not how biology works. That's not how we naturally evolved. Now we're messing with our own evolution. Is this really what we want? To actually be fucking around with our own evolution like that?
I'd be happy.
Directly?
Yeah.
Not just
right now,
indirectly
science
with the
can't
bullshit
offer
we've been doing?
But is it about to? Healthy agers like Gretchen are the inspiration for what's happening here in California. A boom in anti-aging research. A few things better.
And it's been put across as a good thing. Now, I usually like Sky News, but I've got to admit, this is a drop in their performance for me. It's been talked about as this is a good thing. This is a wholly good thing. And look, whilst the thing about Alzheimer's, dementia and such, yeah, we want to deal with that. Getting older has these effects. And saying, yes, but it doesn't have to, we can change our biology. This is the transhumanist side of things, and I do not agree with it. I just don't.
Better embody the pursuit of eternal youth than Californian beach culture.
And again, eternal youth. Fuck off with the bullshit.
You only have to look around you
unnatural.
to see the ravages of time affect us all differently. Some people live healthy lives, but...
I suppose this is where my faith, my religion, what I believe in does actually come into conflict with science. I didn't think that they would actually come, but here it is.
Are young. Others go on well beyond their 90s. And it's that fact that's convinced scientists aging is something we can prevent. Like our immune system that weakens with time, and so our ability to fight off infection. Low-grade inflammation increases, raising the risk of things like heart disease and dementia. Our brain function declines, as do our senses like eyesight and hearing, And as early as 50, bones get thinner and weaker, muscle mass is lost, and it's harder to rebuild.
This is
But
natural. But this is natural. This naturally happens. On different levels for different life forms across the planet, given different situations. But this is Jurassic Park levels of what the fuck? And by the way, Jurassic Park is one of my all-time favourite films.
Inevitable. Steve Horvath is a pioneer in aging science.
Aging is not the same as rust accumulating on a car. It's not just breakdown, but rather there are processes that can be manipulated. You can...
Right. Natural processes that you're wanting to manipulate. Do you have any idea what that will do to our biosphere as humans? Is there any contemplation to that going on? What it would do to us as a species if you started to do that to everyone? Is that even a part of the conversation?
Tweak it. In certain ways, I interpret aging as a software error.
Could that insight...
In a way, this might relate. There's a new age aspect to this side of scientific thinking. Not all scientists think like this, but this guy, I don't agree with. I just don't. Yes, you can do it, but the point is you should. Now, if you're doing something to just deal with a specific thing, like dementia, like Alzheimer's, possibly when that, if you're, trying to make people, not only that, but if people are fitter and healthier for longer and live longer, what's that going to do to our global economy? What's that going to do? What are we going... This is such a multi-level problem.
explain why tech titans of
And I
Silicon...
suppose you can look at it from either side. Like, it's a multi-level issue that could be great. But for me, personally, this is a multi-level problem.
Valley have been piling into aging science. Steve Horvath is leaving academia to join a new startup with backers including Amazon's Jeff Bezos. Other Bay Area...
Of course, these morons want to preserve their life. They want to preserve their money. They want to enjoy their money for as much. It's selfish. That's what it fucking is.
Area companies are using big data to unpick the science of aging.
Each of these dots here is a molecular entity, like a protein or a small molecule, a metabolite that circulates in your blood.
BioAge uses computer power to sift through biological samples from more than 10,000 people, looking for common factors in those that live the longest, healthiest lives. And they found some promising targets.
So there's a protein called apelin that circulates in your blood. And we saw that people, middle-aged people, with higher levels of apelin in their blood were living longer, with better muscle function and better cognitive function.
Okay. So what does it do if you put that protein into someone who who's not biologically used to having as high amount of this?
And as they aged. So we gave this drug to really old mice, and we showed that it could improve their muscle function.
Their drug is already in human clinical trials. But what's the ultimate goal? Living forever?
What we're really addressing here is the gap between lifespan and health span. So lifespan is how long you live, health span is how long you're healthy. And right now in most developed countries, there's...
Yeah, but the longer you're healthy, the longer you're going to live, which is just going... We have a population problem. We reached 8 billion today, apparently. I suspect we actually reached it before today, but fuck it. Again, there is a lot in science that, forms my way of thinking. But this could be very dangerous. I'm not kidding. This could be very dangerous.
There's a 20-year gap.
Silicon Valley's pursuit of aging could be seen as the uber wealthy trying to hack their own mortality. But another view is a new frontier that will ensure millions enjoy healthier old age.
Right, okay, but given the worsening economic situation and the possibility that it could be worse in the future, if we're making them live longer, does that mean that they will work longer? More people complaining about jobs? I don't. Sorry, but it does. From my pagan beliefs, this is unnatural.
And save society trillions.
And I'm trying to think to myself, to give myself to think of balance for this. Like I say, if you're looking at specific things, then maybe. But if things go all to shit, and we have to start to learn to live in the wild again as hunter-gatherers. This might happen. Just hypothetical. But if that happened, we'd be fucked. A lot of us. Partly because of the way we think isn't wide upright for a lot of humanity now. And the biology in concert changed with it.
Millions treating the diseases that come with it. Tom Clark, Sky News, San Francisco.
Do I see the medical benefits? Yes. But I also see rich person's greed in this. I also see transhumanism in this, and I don't agree with the transhumanist view either. Death is the enemy. This worries me. You can agree with this, or you can agree with me. Like I say, I'm not an absolutist, so like I said, that I see the medical benefits in it. But rich people being rich people, how far are they gonna take it? And if you're introducing a kind of immortality or unnatural longevity into our biosphere as humans, what is that going to do to our species? Let me know what you think. It worries me. This is, to me, it's almost like a Jurassic Park moment. But yeah, I could be overreacting. If I am, tell me. But let me know why you think I'm overreacting. Don't just tell me I'm overreacting, because that's redundant. Well, this has been Shadow Eater, and this has been my dark specky, my dark visca, my dark wisdom. Blessed Thursday, everyone. Have a good evening. Go Queld.